How do you design one of the most advanced ERs in the country? At Parkview, we did it by focusing all our attention on you, the patient, by involving doctors and nurses in the design process, by creating quieter, more private spaces, and by leading the region in heart, stroke, and trauma care. This is not your typical emergency room. It's Parkview. In an emergency, isn't this where you'd rather be?
Parkview, your partner in health.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. SummitCitySports.com coming to you live right here from Bishop Dwenger High School. We are on Shields Field, outstanding facility here on campus at Bishop Dwenger. Just a couple-year-old facility, beautiful turf, the BD in the center, the traffic right behind us on Clinton. It is an outstanding environment for a soccer match here at Bishop Dwenger High School. These two clubs, very, very talented. The visiting Carroll soccer Chargers 3-3-5, but their schedule has been tremendous. They're coming off the Penn Invitational, where in their two games they were defeated 1-0 against Penn and then 0-0 tie against Crown Point. As we have Carroll right off the jump with the through ball, but offsides. That's going to come back. So the first look is for the Carroll Chargers. And that will be near side for Dwenger. They are coming off 2 wins. The big one last week on the 7th at Homestead against the number 19 team in Class 3A. Did win that contest 1-0. Also had a PK they missed to Jackson Zimmerman, but outstanding match. They followed that up with the dub against their Summit Athletic Conference foe, the Wayne Generals, 3-1 on the 9th this past Saturday at 10 a.m. Bringing you right into this match here against Carroll. Always one of the well-respected clubs in the state of Indiana as that's cleared out. Both back lines here for both clubs are outstanding. You'll see them have plenty of opportunity to show their skill. As that's Frank. Daniel Frank, the senior. Jacob Rude clears it near side. Little walkover from Miller. A lot of sophomores here on this Dwenger club. Talked to head coach Carl Philip Dorson last week after the Homestead win and talked to him a little bit about this kid right here with possession. Emerson Nieto, this kid is outstanding. He's a sophomore, great on the ball, controls the midfield like no other sophomore I have seen in the boys' game here in the state of Indiana in the couple years of covering. He's an outstanding player. Number 9, watch for him in the all-white. That is Dwenger, of course, Carroll in the all-blue. They're led by head coach and longtime head coach Rolly Clemens, one of the well-respected soccer minds in the state of Indiana, no question about it. Here's Colin Stride, runs that CDM position for head coach Dorison and plays it extremely well. There's Connor Carr, plays it near side. Jake Anderson, that was Trent Taylor, had it taken away. Jackson Zimmerman. Seems like he's been at Dwenger for about 14 years. He's had so much playing time. As you took a peek at number 10, Jackson Zimmerman. Now Nieto, right back to Zimmerman. They play a little keep away. Miller, nice look to Nieto. Nieto right back to Miller on the run. Miller looks for the cross, cleared out. Kept in somehow by Taylor. And Chase Hartzog up top, number 7. Going with a different front here is head coach Clemens. Used to seeing Jake Anderson up top. But their back fours for both clubs, let me mention them. For Carroll, their center backs are outstanding. Will Mann and number 23, Trevor Horton. Horton's only a sophomore. And Will Mann, the senior, but they have great size for the center backs. And they have great attackability out of their wings. Number 6, Colin Jester, number 3, Robert Fortmeyer. But head coach Riley Clements likes to move players around, as that is cleared out big time by Zachary Kinder, another good size player. But that back line for Dwenger, now starting back the offense, mentioned it. Number 2, Sam Michaels, another sophomore, playing the center back role. Head coach Dorisant mentioned he moved him to that center back role from the midfield, and things have progressed here for the Saints as Jacob Root heads it out, but not cleared. Michaels, beautiful little touch in space. Finds his player in number 12. John Veracco with possession. Has Nieto with him. Wants Stroud to that left side, instead splits the defenders. Beautiful cut dribble. Just a bit heavy. Frank came over. Now Connor Carr. But those back along with Sam Michaels. And number 8, who is such a great player, Chino Iki. He can put it in the back of the net as well, off the corners. And Miller and Parent usually running the wings, but tonight they have Iki playing that left wing, Michaels and Rude, your center backs, and Miller, your right back, as that one's just skied up and over the bar by Colin Stroud, the captain. Good mixture of seniors, sophomores here for head coach Dorisant. As he did mention, Emerson Nieto, that kid right there is the future, has outstanding ball skills and high IQ in the soccer game. As that rolls out to touch, that will go to Dwenger. This is Indiana High School soccer. We do play 2 40-minute quarters here in the state, about a 10-minute halftime. As you are watching this broadcast, brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. You can follow us on Twitter at 260sports. Like and follow our Facebook page, Summit City Sports. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hey, I'm not too mad at that play there from Michaels. Better safe than sorry. Kick it out to touch. Let the defense regain their composure and form. About 33.5 minutes. Throw in comes to Taylor. And double teamed and dispossessed. Here's Nieto. Look at that little flick. Kid is so crafty. Here's Stroud. Saw him. That was a good look to that far side. I believe that was Miller on that far side. Brett Parent on that far side. Miller plays the right, as that will run out over the end line for a goal kick. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, Parkview Sports Medicine is a proud supporter of Fort Wayne area athletics and its athletes. Parkview Sports Medicine can provide the training, treatment, and education you need to advance your sports game. Have questions about injury prevention, sports nutrition, and more? We've got you covered. That's Parkview Sports Medicine at parkview.com. Stroud. Lots of possession here for the Saints, as it was against the Spartans last week. They controlled possession at Sparty Stadium a week ago, and it has started very, very similar here this evening. Fortmeyer throws in. Stroud tried to chest it down, missed it. Gonzalez, haven't seen him play all year long. Nolan Gonzalez, the junior, number 19. Have been at a couple of Carroll games, have not seen them. Seen Gonzalez live. There he is right there, trying to settle it. Does. Finds Fortmeyer. Fortmeyer, beautiful pass. And an even better settled job by number 7, Hartzog. Plays it out in space, but just a bit heavy, not the right angle. Under 32 minutes remaining in this first half. There's a keeper for Bishop Dwenger. Outstanding keeper. Had a great match last week against Homestead. Josh Nyrider, the junior. As Chino Iki will take the goal kick. Short of midfield and boomed back out of bounds. Kinder out to touch to the Saints. into Stroud. Stroud, nice piece of work. I think ref gave him advantage. I believe he did. He surely did. Nice call by the official. Played advantage to Stroud. Little obstruction as he went past the defender. So the first foul on the game will go against the Chargers as they'll restart it quickly to that far side to Iki. Stroud. Stroud once again shields and dummies into space. That time got it rolled a little bit too far, Fort Meyer. Iki heads it up. Stroud there. Plays it nicely to Zimmerman. Zimmerman looking to play it up top. To Toby Iki, the sophomore. Great size up front for the sophomore, and here's the first foul against the Saints. Against Carroll. That was right the first time. I don't know why I second-guessed myself. Here's Kinder coming over to the near side for a goal kick. Free kick. One of these times. Kinder. Under 30 minutes left in this first half. Kinder puts it in the box. And there is number 27, Josh Nyrider. Nyrider on the save. And wants his club to move upfield. Quick rollout to Iki under pressure. Nice touch, though, into space. Parent on that far side. Gets past his defender. Tried to play it out in front of Iki. Couldn't. Iki does come back. And that does roll out to touch. It will go to Carroll. They play it back to Willman. Near side, Fort Meyer. In traffic, somehow got out of there, but Stroud came to help and cleaned up the mess. Stroud down this near end line. 1v1, right-footed cross, and back behind the netting. Out for a goal kick for the keeper. And it is number 25, Brody Eckert, the sophomore, getting the nod here tonight. Colin Coplin, not here. Veracco in trouble. Nieto tried that little touch. Zimmerman, Iki, good give and go. Cleared out to touch by Carroll. Smart defensively. Regroup there, but the best attack so far here for the Saints. But possession still has been strongly in their favor. 28 minutes left in this first half. 2-3A clubs. Carroll 3-3-5. Dwenger 4-3-1. 2-2 in the Summit Athletic Conference. Missed on that. One-timer. Did the Saints. Comes back out to Michaels, though. Michaels, near side. Miller wants to go back to Stroud. That's dispossessed. Here comes Kinder. And not angled correctly. Jacob Rude there for the easy interception. Nieto. Look at that piece of footwork from Emerson Nieto. Are you serious? Just a sophomore. Iki tried to lay it to Nieto. Back to Iki. Iki. Stroud. Smart move out in space to that far side. Nieto tried to flip it into space for Parent. Now holding it up there at the corner flag. Double team comes. Plays it out, and it will be a corner for Dwenger. So good play in the corner. That far flag by Brett Parent, the junior, causing the corner kick. And Nieto and Zimmerman, they love this short corner. They play it back and forth with each other so well. You don't see many teams do this short corner often. Dwenger's definitely one of them. This time Nieto with the right-footed in-swinger just over the head of Iki. Comes down to Parent. Or Miller, Miller, and that's nearly a field goal. Unfortunately, does not count in the game of soccer. Goal kick for Eckert and the Chargers. Rolls out to touch to the Saints. Check it now to the Chargers. They'll switch it. Comes out near sideline. Fortmeyer looks to throw. Whistle and a foul on the Chargers. Jacob Rude, the senior, to Michaels. Michaels, too heavy on that touch. It got away from him, and that will be a foul on Michaels. It's out of control. Referee gives a little scolding. Free kick in a dangerous spot here on the attacking end for the Chargers. There's number 8, Zachary Kinder, the 6-foot senior. Puts it into the box once again and off the head of Stroud. If he did not get that, Will Mann was there. Here comes the counter for the Saints. Good play by Kinder, knocks it out to touch. Kinder settles in space. Plays it to Jester. Jester cut it. Dangerous play, but if you can accomplish, it's a nice one. That was Frank, who was looking for the streaking Gonzalez. Couldn't get it over to him, and that was dispossessed. Here comes Dwenger. But Stroud, another heavy touch, rolled away from him, led to another turnover. We'll play it to the back here, and Horton. Iki comes from the forward slot to get possession. Nieto, crafty little stop, and then Iki will play it out top over the head of Will Mann. Fortmeyer is having a word with his keeper, Eckert, and then played back. Dangerous play. Nieto probably wanted that touch back. He probably wanted to rip that one. Oh, that could be a hand on Stroud. Not called. Referee was looking right at it. Zimmerman, Stroud. Good three-man game. Emerson played it right into that spacing, but Carroll was up for the task and clears it out to touch. Throw in for the Saints. Into Stroud. Stroud with some space here. Cut it to the left, and you could see that angle from where we're sitting. It opened up nicely. Just couldn't get enough on that left-footed shot. Easy save for Eckert, and booms it out near midfield. Jacob Rude. Connor Carr puts it back in the attacking end. Rude trying to settle it. Good read from Hartzog. He's still on the loose. Chase Hartzog, shoulder charged off the ball by Rude. And the official has no problem with it. Either does this broadcaster. Like the tough play, soccer is physical game. It's only not physical if the official doesn't allow it to be played properly. Shoulder charge is a part of this game. Nearing 22 minutes left in this first half. SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports. Like and follow our Facebook page, Summit City Sports. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Substitutions come in for the Saints. Number 11, Lucas Harkenreiter, the junior, will replace Jacob Rude in that right center back slot. So 0-0. No real chances here for either club to start this contest. Beautiful header to Iki. Iki went to lay it to Nieto. A lucky nutmeg on Kinder. Came back to the Saints. Michaels. He plays it to Parent. Parent's been strong. He had an outstanding match against Homestead a week ago in that 1-0 victory. Looks like we have 3 subs coming in for the Chargers. Number 14, Peyton Fosnaw, who normally starts. Number 21, Jake Anderson, who I mentioned in the beginning of the match, is also a usual starter up top. This looks like he's playing kind of a midfield here, as we'll see the formation as it progresses. And also, that's number 15, Riley Wilson, the senior, 5'4". Number 15, he's on that far side making that overrun. 2 subs right away, puts an attack into action, but that one rolls right over the end line for a goal kick. Nyrider will line it up and give it to number 11, Lucas Harkenrider. Harkenrider with the boot right at midfield, headed up by Kinder. Settles by Fosnaw for a minute, then Nieto comes back and dispossesses. Watch how cool and calm he is on the ball. Finds Zimmerman in space. Zimmerman felt that pressure from the back. Comes near side to Miller. Miller tried to get it through the legs of Fosnaw, couldn't. Fosnaw there, still loose. Anderson under pressure, gave it away, but Will Mann's back there for the pressure release. Smart play by Eckert, back to Mann. You cannot pick up a pass back. That is a penalty. We have seen that already once this year. Stroud comes near side. Out to touch to Carroll. Anderson. Nolan Gonzalez couldn't settle it. Nieto did. Now finds his left back. And Chino Iki. Iki wants to play that ball through. Chests it down nicely. Number 7, Ethan Anderson, who's checked into the game for the Saints. Number 7 on that far side, playing the left wing. Fosnaw. Kinder. Kinder, look at that ball. Beautifully weighted to Riley Wilson. Cuts it back in. Still in trouble for the Saints. Still not cleared. Stroud rolls back. Gonzalez looking for space and help. Cannot find it. And cleared by the Saints. Anderson, he'll switch it. Far side to Jester. Colin Jester, the 5'9 junior. Dispossessed by Anderson for the Saints. Here's Iki. Zimmerman. Nieto. Dangerous counter here. Nieto trying to pick him out. Look at that weighted ball. Brett Parent tracks it down, looking for the cross, and once again behind the goal. 3 or 4 crosses behind that goal. That Coach Dorsett will not be pleased about that final execution in the attacking third. Will Mann, he'll set up for the goal kick. You do see center backs take goal kicks for keepers quite often in the high school game. Anderson headed it, tried for Zimmerman. Connor Carr shouldered it over to Gonzalez. Gonzalez is dispossessed by Anderson. Then he'll get a foul. This could be a yellow. Tackle from behind. Looks like the ref will just be happy with the free kick here. That's a dangerous play, though. Slide tackle from behind. Lucas Harkenrider will take the free kick. 3 Saints right at the top of the box. Zimmerman sliding in there. Tried to find Iki. Parent. Look for Miller. Deflected. Out to touch. Stays with the Saints. Bishop Dwenger with all kinds of possession here in this first half. It proved to lead to the dub a week ago against a highly ranked team, number 19 in Class 3A. The newly formed class here in the state of Indiana in high school soccer has always been a 1-2 class system. Now 3 classes, which really has opened up that 2A class. No doubt about it. So that one wide right by Iki, but you can see the power of the boot from the senior, just wide right. No trouble for Eckert. And another goal kick. This will be Will Mann. Fosnaugh missed it. Nieto does not. Then taken away, dispossessed by Evan Gregory. Evan Gregory tried to play it out in space to Fosnaugh. Sam Michaels there. And what do we got? We have a foul. Referee is saying a little tug of the jersey against the Saints. Free kick for Carroll. 10, 15 yards past midfield. Number 9, Patrick Olsik, the junior. Everybody remember his older brother, Kuba Olsik. Outstanding player for head coach Clemens, who graduated a year ago. Gonzalez plays it far to Wilson. Riley Wilson puts it at the top of the box. Good-looking ball. The Saints backed away from it. Fosnaugh went to it, and finally Parent got a touch on it. Well, that could have been a dangerous play. Olsik. Zimmerman. Zimmerman showing you the skill on the ball. Plays it back smartly and then cleared out. Here's Nieto after the Iki pass. Nieto looking for help. Finds it. And Iki on that far side. Beautiful play there by Chino. But played just behind Stroud. Had the right run. Just misplaced that pass. That was read all the way by Jack Miller. Had the step on Fosnaugh and take it out and knock it. Deflected off the Carroll Charger player out to touch for Dwenger. 14 and a half minutes remaining in this first half. SummitCitySports.com is live. Chris Cochran on the camera. Tim Atkinson calling your play-by-play. Beautiful night here in Fort Wayne, Indiana, home at SummitCitySports.com. Always great to get back to the old stomping grounds here at Bishop Dwenger High School. And this outstanding facility, the Shields Field, as that's dispossessed by Zimmerman. A little too much dribbling. What a layoff by Iki. Zimmerman will drag it. Tried to flick it on to Iki. Now settles. And plays it out to touch off of Fosnaugh for Saints possession to remain. Under 14 minutes left in this first half. Very smooth first half. Not very many fouls or offsides. Not too many whistles. But the possession, as I've mentioned several times, squarely. Good shot there. The first one, that was Toby Iki with the left foot. But right at the keeper. No trouble for Eckert. But this is soccer, ladies and gentlemen. Back and forth until somebody makes a mistake. Nieto wanted to sweep it far to Parent. Miller will come up. Zimmerman. Stroud. Zimmerman went to that far side. Riley Wilson read it all the way. Has a couple streakers. Goes to Gregory on that far side. Michaels read it all the way. Plays it back. And skied ball mishit by the keeper, Nyrider. And Iki, he's going to be too strong on that far side for Riley Wilson. Takes it right past. Nieto from the touch from Anderson, but played right to Carroll Charger and Fosnaugh, and then given right back. No reason to rush that pass there if you're Fosnaugh of the Carroll Chargers. He had all kinds of space in front of him, maybe 10, 12 yards, as we're nearing 12 minutes left in this first half. Good touch by Fosnaugh there to knock it out to touch. Don't forget, Sports Center Inc. is Fort Wayne's premier sporting goods dealer, offering equipment rental, embroidery, and screen printing. Sports Center is ready and willing to help you place orders and or answer any questions concerning pricing. Sports Center Inc. is located at 5511 Coventry Lane, Fort Wayne, Indiana. Of course, tonight's broadcast brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Don't forget, the gridiron action kicks back up Friday night, as we will be at all 4 games Friday night. And you're saying, why only 4? That's because we'll be out there Saturday, a couple hours south at Lucas Oil Stadium. SummitCitySports.com will bring you the live broadcast of Homestead and Snyder. It'll be about a 4:50 when we go live, about a 5 o'clock kickoff from Lucas Oil Stadium. Myself will be calling the play-by-play. Ryan Dellinger on the color. We're going to have an outstanding time and can't wait for that game this Saturday, Lucas Oil Stadium. First time ever in a non-state game. It's going to be super exciting for Fort Wayne and the Summit Athletic Conference, no question about it. Snyder, odds, one of the high favorites in Class 6A of winning the title, and they are a 5A school playing up due to the progress, due to the winning in football for Snyder. Stroud takes a touch. Newly into the game is number 16, Utah Bruins. Settles. Olsick finds Wilson. And Gregory just didn't read that from Wilson. Wanted that run, didn't get it. Give and go with Michaels. Up to the task were the Carroll Chargers. Here's Gonzalez. Numbers for a second. Good play to Gregory. Nyrider off his line, though, to swoop it up for the easy grab. 10 minutes left in this first half. Friday night, I will be out at Northside for Bishop Lures at Northside. 7 o'clock live Friday night. Flipped up. Gonzalez. Stroud, check it, Anderson. Zimmerman, now Stroud. Nieto swings it near side. Miller. Nieto got to it first, plays it to Zimmerman. Zimmerman, look for Stroud. Stroud still with the run, dangerous. And the flick, the chip nearly went in, but Trevor Horton there to clear it, or that would have been a for sure goal. What a flick on the play. But Trevor Horton did not give up. Came from that far side to cause the corner on the header. Emerson Nieto, he'll head to this near side flag for the right-footed outswinger. Nobody right on that end line here for the Saints as they'll put movement towards it. Far post, punched out by Eckert. Comes down to Zimmerman. Wants to go far side. Instead, Stroud settles and then a little heavy, but Nieto was there. Nieto, good fake on the cross. Wants a shot. And about caught Eckert off guard. Eckert had to make a save on Nieto. Beautiful fake on the cross led to that open slot as Iki heads it back into the attack. Looking for Toby Iki, tripped up. And Horton and Mann will handle it. And the center backs for Carroll. Wilson. Olsick. 0-0 tie here. Bishop Dwenger High School, SummitCitySports.com. Beautiful ball by Will Mann to Fosnoff. Try to cut it back, but too heavy on that touch. Harkenrider played it nicely back. Nieto needs to make a run here. Out to touch. We'll stay with the Saints. Miller. Nieto. Just lost the handle there for a second. Dispossessed. Gregory needs it into space. Nicely done. Riley Wilson wants to play it to Gonzalez. Gonzalez with the cross. Nearly there. I think that was flipped up by a Bishop Dwenger Saint. 3 Saints were there. 1 Carroll Charger and a toe put on by the Saints. Not sure who that was, but a goal save it was. Seven minutes remaining. Comes a right-footed in-swinger from Olsick. Olsick right down the pipe, battle ball, flipped out by Zimmerman, and then blasted by Fosnaw out of play for a goal kick. Take another look at that play from Nieto. Outstanding. He is. Here's number 22, Bo Anzini. He can rip it from deep. Tried it there. Deflected by Michaels. Out to touch. Carroll will keep. Nearing 6 minutes left in this first half. Will Mann. Anderson. Olsick. Olsick will play it back to Horton. Icky had to go to the belly to get ahead on that. Stroud, he'll play it back to Nyrider. Mishit on that ball, and that nearly scuffled out for a corner. Just on the right side of that corner flag if you're a Saint for the throw-in. Anzini. Anzini with the cross. Michael's there to clear. Falls off. Nice touch. Up over the head of Icky. He tracks it down and clears it out onto Clinton Street. Nearing 5 minutes left in this first half. 0-0. Comes to Olsick right underneath the boot. He'll corral it. And go far side to number 5, Hayden Fitch. He's onside is Riley Wilson. There's a 4v3. Lays it back to Anzini. Good fake on the shot, and the one touch just not enough for Gregory, but a good attack for the Chargers. Just could not put that in. Landon Staker. Here's Gregory. Offsides are the Chargers. Let's take another quick look at that chip shot as the ball is played right into the center of the pitch here by Miller. Nieto corrals it around. Beautiful played ball, and then the chip from Stroud and the save right there from Horton. Outstanding job, too defensively for Carroll to keep it 0-0. We're at 3.5 minutes. Anzini trying to get space. Does from Stroud. Now double team with Zimmerman. Dispossessed. Nieto. Getting a little grabby with Fosnoff, and that will be a call. You can see it coming. Quick restart for the Chargers. Fitch plays it up top, looking for Gregory. Played out by Harkenrider. Nieto. Toby Icky. Back to Nieto. Right in stride. Nieto tried to drag it to the left foot. Couldn't get past his defender. Icky comes up with it. Now marked by Mann. Played right out in front of Emerson. Nieto couldn't get to it. Cleared out, and offsides was Gregory. Stroud will take the quick restart near side here to Jack Miller. Under 3 minutes left in this first half. 0-0 your score. The home Bishop Dwenger Saints. The home Bishop Dwenger Saints 4-3-1 on the season. Carroll 3-3-5. Zimmerman, the space, the cross, Icky, Anderson, and can't push it through. Can the Saints? Knocking on the door, but cannot enter. As here comes a 3-on-2. Gregory out in space. Gregory. Michaels comes back to help. Beautiful toe poke to knock the momentum of that stride from Gregory. 2 minutes left in this first half as we have a stoppage with the injured player down, Evan Gregory. What a back and forth couple of minutes here we have seen. Majority of chances coming for Dwenger, with Carroll producing a couple counters, but still 0-0 is our score, and Evan Gregory up, walking off, always a good sign. Tonight's broadcast, ladies and gentlemen, brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports. Like and follow our Facebook page, Summit City Sports. And be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's the playback. Fair play in soccer. Rolls it out wide to Horton. Horton. Beautiful ball out into space. Nicely weighted. Can he get on the end of it? Does. Flicks it on and just wide from Hartzog, but ball still in play. Zimmerman. Dwenger looks to counter. Falls off. That was a nice little grab of the jersey. I don't think the ref saw it, but that was just enough. If you don't get caught, smart play. Iki tries a shot. Little bouncer. Took a short hop on the keeper. Nyrider grabs the save. But what an opportunity for Carroll right there. And Chase Hartzog, the 5'8 sophomore, but just could not put it in the back of the net. Man. Zimmerman came up to grab. Iki. Anderson, he'll play it back to Eckert. Eckert under pressure. He'll boom it. Gino Iki comes up to play it to Emerson Nieto. Nieto pushed right off the wall by Anzini. Iki. Anderson mistimed that jump. Got the second one. Little collision, and the referee will call it. Free kick coming for the Saints. 23 seconds remaining. Dwenger, another chance here before the half. Horton cleared it out smartly. Iki will come up for the quick throw. Looking for Toby Iki. Heads it straight up. And that will be the end of the first half with your score 0-0. Hard-fought battle here at Bishop Dwenger High School, Shields Field, home of the Saints. You're watching Indiana High School soccer right here from SummitCitySports.com. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. SummitCitySports.com coming to you live right here from Bishop Dwenger High School. Shields Field is the location. Beautiful stadium. Outstanding donation made by the Shields family here to Bishop Dwenger High School. Give a big shout out to Athletic Director John Bennett. Outstanding host here at Bishop Dwenger High School, as always, whether inside on the hardwood or out here as well. As we are about set for the start of the second half, 0-0 is your score. Several chances for the Bishop Dwenger Saints just could not be pushed through. Carroll did have one really strong chance, but just not enough leg from, I believe it was number 7, Chase Hartzog, the sophomore, but plenty of opportunities for both teams, but just cannot put it through the last attacking third, as it is 0-0, and we are just a couple of minutes away from the start of the second half. Let's hear one more word from our sponsor, Parkview Sports Medicine. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, tonight's broadcast brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports. Like and follow our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are just seconds away from the start of the second half, a 0-0 tie. Decent chances on both sides, maybe a couple more for Dwenger. But we are about set here as the sun starts to set nicely on a beautiful, cool evening here in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Tomorrow night we'll be live once again. This time we'll be out at Homestead High School as Sparty will host the Northrop Bruins, led by head coach Billy Foreman. one of the surprise teams from a year ago, won the sectional at Canterbury High School and moved into regionals where they were defeated by West Noble. So we will have an outstanding match tomorrow evening from Homestead. That should be live, 6:30 start time tomorrow evening. Myself, Tim Atkinson, will be on the call again with Chris Cochran on the camera. So Carroll starts quickly out to that far side. Anzini, he's going to get the start in the second half. Anderson also with the start in the second half. Played back to Carroll and Jester. Jester will play it back to his keeper and Eckert. Brody Eckert, the sophomore. The backup to Colin Copeland, who I hope is not injured, is just taking a night off here due to the nonstop schedule for Carroll High School. As I mentioned, they were in the Penn Invitational up north over this weekend, where they were defeated by Penn 1-0, and Crown Point, they tied 0-0 on that. Harkenrider. Nyrider now with the boot. Headed off of Anderson, then went off of Iki. Settled back to Anderson. He found his teammate in Hartzog. Hartzog had an outstanding first half, just a sophomore for head coach Raleigh Clemens. Out to touch to the Saints. Jack Miller on that far side. Him, Rude, Michaels, and Iki are your back four to start this second half for the Saints and head coach Carl Philip Dorissant. Off the head of Jacob Rude. I felt that up here. Whew. Staker plays it back. Here's Trevor Horton, outstanding sophomore center back. For head coach Clemens, juggling ball in the air. Hartzog with the cross on the bouncing ball, but spun just out over the end line for a goal kick. Bo Anzini was there, but could not connect on the head. Rolls out over the end line for a goal kick for Nyrider and the Saints. Iki went to the turf on that. Olsick picks it up. Will Mann plays it up to Olsick. Nice run by Anderson. Plays it far side. Beautiful weighted ball. Can they get the shot on? Knocked out for a corner. But standing there was Daniel Frank, the senior. That was an outstanding weighted ball on that far side by Anderson after he made that run. Cross comes in, headed out by Iki. Out to touch. Quick throw in. Fosnaugh. Look for Horton. Out to touch. Chested down by Hartzog. The left foot deflected by Iki. Trying to settle it. The sophomore, the big fella, good pass to Nieto. Nieto can't keep it in. Out to touch to Carroll. Horton. As the official wants the extra ball off the pitch. Now back to the action. Horton. He'll throw it into Olsick. Olsick plays it far side. Will Mann. Anderson. Olsick. Olsick. Switching it once again wide open. Is Frank. Good cross. Just missed the head of Staker. Out to touch. Checking it rolled out over the end line for a goal kick. Carroll 3-3-5 on the season. Dwenger 4-3-1. Both Class 3A. Next matchup for Dwenger is at Southside. That is tomorrow evening. And for the Carroll Chargers, their next matchup will be at Northrop High School on the 14th. That's this Thursday. Anzini, nice control with the ball. Plays it back for help and Anderson. 35 minutes left in this contest. 0-0. Toby Iki trying to put pressure on the front. Horton looked for Hartzog. And that's going to be a foul on Chino Iki. Just too aggressive there on that head. Too much push in the back. That'll be a free kick in a dangerous spot here. Saints. Who will take it? Olsick, I believe, will be the free kick taker. Zimmerman is your one-man wall. Olsick waiting for the whist. Olsick. Ball comes in. Nice ball. That went all the way through. No touch by any player. I saw 2 boots at least for Carroll. Just missed that. Close call there for the Saints. No question about it. That was a nicely played ball in by Olsick. Iki will take that goal kick. Miller, Stroud, settles to Anzini for Carroll. Olsick switches the field near side. Jester tried to play it into space. Fosnoff did to Olsick. And knocked out the touch. We'll stay with Carroll. Anderson will head to that far for the throw-in. Hartzog plays it back to Anderson. Anzini. Anzini looks for Staker, but not communicated properly on the run. Out over the end line for another goal kick. Take another look at that free kick from a couple of minutes ago. Olsick plays that ball beautifully and I think that was Anzini. It was that just missed that touch. Any deflection, that was going in the back of the net as Jacob Brood tries to clear. Fosnoff's there to keep it in. Plays it wide. Nope. Nyrider there. Tried to catch him sleeping, did Fosnoff. Nyrider up for the task. He'll look to boom one. He does out to midfield. Fosnoff tried to settle it to Anzini. Couldn't. Zimmerman comes. Iki. Zimmerman somehow keeps on ball. Advantage played to Zimmerman. And once he went towards the defensive end of the field, that's when the referee decided advantage was over, and that's what he's explaining to Zimmerman right now, I do believe. Stroud comes out of nowhere, just played behind Iki, broke up that play. Good collision there. Nieto comes out with it. That was Iki causing that. And then another poorly angled ball. Here's Chino Iki. Plays it to Toby Iki. Look for Parent. Anzini. Olsick. Chino Iki there. Stroud. Plays that central defender midfield. And who they going to call that on? A lot of grabbing on both. They will get it on Stroud, though. Carroll with another free kick. Nearing 31 minutes left in this match. SummitCitySports.com is live. You can follow us on Twitter at 260sports. Like and follow our Facebook page, Summit City Sports. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Ball comes in just over the head of man. Too heavy. Out for a goal kick for the Saints. Ethan Bruns checks in for the Saints. Anderson sits, as does Stroud. I can't get a number on John Veracco. Checks in. So Veracco, Nieto, and Iki, your three up front. Trying to put the offensive on here for head coach Dorisant. Miller Comes back to Anderson. He'll track it down. No pressure from the Saints yet. Will Mann. Near side, Jester. Good settle on the ball. Jester. Daniel Frank has been wide open this right side most of the second half. Just have not been able to convert in the attacking third. Anderson, he'll track it down, split it wide, and out to touch to Dwenger. Under 30 minutes left in this match. 0-0 is your score. Tomorrow night we'll be live. Northrop High School at Homestead High School. More boys matchup. Tomorrow about 6:30. Nieto rips one with the right foot, but wide left, out for a goal kick. Eckert and Carroll Chargers. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, Parkview Sports Medicine is a proud supporter of Fort Wayne area athletics and its athletes. Parkview Sports Medicine can provide the training, treatment, education you need to advance your sports game. Have questions about injury prevention, new sports nutrition, and more? We've got you covered. That's Parkview Sports Medicine at parkview.com. Don't forget, soon we will get the high school hockey up and going as well. Ryan Dellinger will be calling a lot of those games out at Canlan, the ice rink for Parkview Sports Medicine. So Summit City Sports, ever dedicated to bringing you the extensive coverage live of Indiana high school athletics and their athletes, especially here in Fort Wayne and the Summit Athletic Conference. Anyone can be a part. If you're interested in advertising, you can contact myself or Jeff Mahoney via social media on our Twitter at 260sports, or, of course, Facebook. And also can send us an email, myself, T. Atkinson, at SummitCitySports.com, and also the owner, Jeff Mahoney. That's J. Mahoney at SummitCitySports.com. Here comes the counter. Hartzog, nice layoff. Gonzalez plays it wide. Staker, Jacob Rude, nice job to take it away. Beautiful play by that center back to help his right back out on that defense. Under 28 minutes left. That was Horton. And that's a bit painful for Zimmerman. No foul called on the play. Ball comes near side, still loose. Hartzog cuts it back to the left foot, wants a shot. And falls off there, parried out, and then skied over by Staker. But an outstanding save on the parry from Nyrider. That stays 0-0. Take another look at that chance. And had a little replay mishap there. Apologize for that. Back to the live action. 27 minutes remaining in this game. Gino Iki will take the free kick. And he will boom it. Looking for Rocco. Toby Iki laid it back. Played up by Bruns. That's heavy on that collision. No call, no advantage played either. So that's a break there for Carroll. That would have been a free kick in a dangerous spot. Frank looking for Hartzog. Frank again. Plays it to the left. And a shot off the crossbar and then knocked in from Nyrider. And they're saying no goal. Oh, I see it went off the field goal post as well. Once it does that, that's null and void, dead ball. I'm sitting here wondering, it looked like it went off the crossbar, then off the hand of Nyrider, then went into the goal, but not the case. Hit that yellow field goal post. That gets ever usage here from the football squad daily. This time, the soccer ball heads out, goes in the net, but no goal, 0-0. We will stay, and that shall be a goal kick for the Saints. So let's see what the decision is. Referee having a little explanation. So clock continued to run that whole time as the referee did not call a stoppage. 25 minutes. We are nearing that one placed out in the parking lot here behind us. Just checking in, number 23. Jonah Getty, the junior, had some playing time last week against Homestead as well. Taylor, that's out to touch. Carroll will keep possession. Quick throw in. Over the head. Jacob Rude there. Out to touch. That will go to Carroll. Nearing 24 and a half minutes remaining in this match. Carroll looking to move to 4-3-5, and Dwenger looking to put another dub in between that loss record. They're 4-3-1 right now. 2-2 in their conference. It's Northrop the cream of that conference here the past 2 years under head coach Billy Foreman. Fosnaw, Frank, good overrun there. That was Jester. Settle down to Miller. Dangerous play. And does come off his line, does Nyrider for the grab. Under 24 minutes. Nice crowd out here at Bishop Dwenger High School for a Monday evening soccer match. Started at 6. Little back heel by Simmerman, showing you the skill. And Getty takes an elbow into the chest. No call. Actually, I apologize. They'll call it on Getty. Not sure how they figure that one, but we'll move on. Horton will take the free kick. Ball comes in the box, and Nyrider did a good job of judging that bounce. I've seen several hop hardly over the goalkeeper's outstretched hands on a bounce from a deep shot like that. So it is ever important to be ready if you're a keeper on those bouncing balls. Getty. And that went off a Nieto, but a foul called, I believe, on Frank. Free kick coming for the Saints. Under 23 minutes remaining in the match. Nieto. Michaels. Switches it far side. And that one given away. Taylor looked for Hartzog. Deflected by a Saint. Jacob Rude tried to play it out in space. Came back to a Carroll Charger. Gonzalez plays it to Hartzog. Hartzog into space. Cut through, and that will be a foul. Obstruction as Chase Hartzog, poked it out into space and then split the defenders. Was tripped up, and that's what created the foul. Dangerous spot here for the Saints. Nearing 22 minutes left in the match. Three-man wall for the Saints. That will be Olsick with the right foot. All but 2 Carroll players, including Olsick, into this action. Low cross, and Nyrider there for the easy grab. Smart play. Try to catch him off guard, did Olsick, but Nyrider up for the challenge once again. Boots it out over the 50. Also known as midfield in soccer, I guess. Nieto tries to take it away with help, but Olsick showing you the strength on the ball, creating the foul and the free kick for his Charger squad. Trevor Horton will take it. 0-0 is the score here. About halfway through the second half here at Bishop Dwenger High School, Shields Field. Outstanding atmosphere here. Just over the head of Fosnaw, and then cleared out nicely by Jack Miller. Substitutions for the Chargers. I believe that is Connor Carr and Riley Wilson checking in. Frank and Fosnaw out for head coach Raleigh Clemens. Waiting for the throw here. Good takeaway by Dwenger, but still in traffic. And out to touch, we'll go back to Carroll. Olsick. Oh, that was Hartzog. Good little poke to Wilson. But Nyrider has been on his game this evening. No question about it. Zimmerman trying to track it down and start the offense. Zimmerman showing you the skills, kids. He's been doing it for several years here at Bishop Dwenger at high school. As I mentioned, it seems like he's been here about 14, 15 years. I think the kid graduated with me in 96. So he will hit this free kick. I believe it'll be Emerson Nieto. Kid has muy bueno skills, as I like to be bilingual with it every once in a while. So Nieto and Zimmerman, as they'll take about 20 minutes to fix Zimmerman's shoe and talk about what they're going to do. Hartzog comes over just for the friendly help to see if they need help tying the shoe. Little teamsmanship. Nieto. Try to play in the box over the head of Iki, but Horton, that's a dangerous play. But if your keeper's ready for it, in my opinion, it is the correct play if you can control the header as you're supposed to do. Nicely done by the sophomore, Trevor Horton, on that defensive header. Riley Wilson tries to settle it. What hustle and speed from the junior off the bench, Jonah Getty. The junior broke that up. Carr shields it down. Riley Wilson. Nieto, look at that play. That is outstanding body control from Emerson Nieto. That is hard to teach, just naturally gifted is that midfielder, the sophomore, Emerson Nieto, also known as the future here at Bishop Dwenger. Zimmerman trying to jack it down. Horton, and that rolls out to touch to Dwenger. So the hustle and the pressure from Jackson Zimmerman, the captain, led to the turnover out to touch here to the Saints. And substitutions come in, Anderson and Iki for the Saints. Toby Iki and Jonah Getty out for head coach Carroll Philip Dorson. Chino Iki look for Zimmerman. Parent. Zimmerman tried to space, and that's another foul. 2 in a row. Jackson Zimmerman has put his Saints club in position for some offense here. 7:25 remaining in this match. Jackson Zimmerman is going to need an ice bath after tonight. All the contact he has taken and has only had about 2 called against, maybe 3. Yeah, 1 in the first half, 2 here recent. But here's Nieto with that right foot. Maybe a third 3-person wall it is. Carr, Wilson, and Horton. 6 Bishop Dwenger Saints to that far side. Nieto. Far post. He went for the shot. Tried to bend it in that upper right 90. Couldn't get it to go. Just too much of a bend. Didn't start it off high enough. And the save. Here comes Carroll on the counter. Too heavy on that pass. And Jacob Rude does a smart thing. And kicks it out to touch. As head coach Dorsant showing you the foot skills over there on the track. Will Mann. Olsick. Anzini. Beautiful ball to Connor Carr. Carr looking for Wilson. Chino Iki up for the challenge. Miller. Little touch and collision, and a foul will be called on the Chargers. So another free kick. You have another 1 or 2 coming here for the Chargers. You should expect that yellow card to come out. Under 16 minutes left. Nieto skies it. Headed. Jester. Near side, and Riley Wilson keeps it in. Chino Iki. Pressured from behind by Gonzalez. Iki. Try to get past Carr, couldn't on the double team. Iki dug get that tap, little hacky sack move from Nieto. Good ball out there to Taylor. Now Anzini. Anzini wants Gonzalez in space. And Chino Iki clears it out to touch to stop that offensive attack from Carroll. Nearing 15 minutes left in the match. SummitCitySports.com is live. Brought to you by Parkview Sports Medicine and, of course, Sports Center, Inc. Anyone can be a sponsor to any match, full season, specific games, specific schools. You can contact us. We will come up with any and all packages for you to your liking. You'll be a part of this coverage of the Summit Athletic Conference, the Fort Wayne athletes here in the state of Indiana. Offside on Carroll. 14 and a half minutes left. Nodded out by Jester. Out to touch. Substitution. Number 3, Tom Klein, the junior, checks in for the first time, I do believe, on the evening. Zimmerman settles. Yeah, just too much pressure there. Zimmerman wanted another foul. Gonzalez heads it into play. Anzini right onto the feet. Anzini will rip it from there, and the left foot is easily saved by Nyrider. Can't decide. Finally comes up with the punt. And that was headed by Connor Carr to the feet of Taylor. Take away, dispossessed. Nicely done by Jack Miller. These left and right backs for head coach Dorson are outstanding, no doubt. Nieto. Back to Nieto. Nice sliding tackle by Olsik. Deflected out to Wilson. Beautiful ball to Gonzalez. Gonzalez. Oh, I'd like to see him take a rip right there on that first touch, but didn't. It was knocked out over the end line for a corner. Nolan Gonzalez, the junior, will head to this near side flag. Now Connor Carr comes over as well to replace. Connor Carr will take this corner. Will be a right-footed outswinger. Lots of movement from the Carroll side, just over the head of Will Mann and Jake Taylor. Check it, that was number 3, Klein. They come near side, though. Connor Carr still in space. Connor Carr. Gonzalez tried to get past Iki, could not, but Riley Wilson there to keep it into the attack. Wilson goes by 2 defenders. And out to touch will stay with Carroll. Nearing 12 minutes left in this match. Not sure what the call was. They're giving offside on that short corner. Wasted corner there for the Chargers. I know they'd love to have that back. Head coach Clemens will not be pleased with that one. Iki sends it out to midfield. Anderson. Ethan Anderson. That was played right behind by Miller. Now Parent. Brett Parent wants to play it to Zimmerman. Zimmerman cuts back to get. Zimmerman looking for space and dispossessed by Olzik, but Nieto there. Nieto looks to turn and does. Double teamed. Playing with that official there. Looking for Zimmerman in space. Jackson Zimmerman making the run. And cleared out by Jester for the throw-in. 11:20 left in this match. Chino Iki will come in for the long throw-in. Into the box. Need out by Mann, but not cleared. Taylor kept in for a second. Now Nieto on the bouncing ball. Tried the volley and went wide right. Easy grab here for Eckert. Big ball out. Gonzalez plays it to Olsik. Marked by Anderson. They come near side. Jester. Now Riley Wilson. Wilson into space. Back to Olsik. Olsik directing the offense here. Finds Gonzalez and does settle near this end line. Near this sideline. Wilson. Anzini. Anzini Had Wilson on the overrun. Wilson takes it from him. Needs a cross with the right foot. Cuts it back to the left. Makes space, but then heavy on that touch. And out to touch to Carroll. Riley Wilson will look for the throw. Under 10 minutes left in this match. Wilson. Throw into the box. Carr tried to leave it to Anzini, just wide. Comes back out to Horton, make it Olsick. Olsick cuts it back to the center of the pitch. Wants to come near side now. Here's Riley Wilson. They've been picking apart this right wing here in the second half. Out to touch, Wilson again. Quick throw in. Carr got hung up a bit and tangled up with a Bishop Dwenger Saint, and then Gonzalez is offsides. So another offsides down in that corner for the Carroll Chargers as we're near 9 minutes left in this match. Today's broadcast, of course, brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports. Like and follow our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Of course, Parkview Sports Medicine is a proud supporter of Fort Wayne area athletics and its athletes. Parkview Sports Medicine can provide the training, treatment, and education you need to advance your sports game. Have questions about injury prevention, sports nutrition, and more? We've got you covered. That's Parkview Sports Medicine at parkview.com. Also, don't forget, Sports Center Inc. is Fort Wayne's premier sporting goods dealer, offering equipment rental, embroidery, and screen printing. Sports Center is ready and willing to help you place orders and or answer any questions concerning pricing. Sports Center Inc. is located at 5511 Coventry Lane, Fort Wayne, Indiana. Far side towards that end line. Kept in. Wilson tried for the cross. Nyrider there for the easy grab. 8 minutes left in the match. Far side. Toby Iki. Seven and a half minutes left. Ball comes in the box, headed out by Mann. Horton, pressured by Iki. He'll clear it. Out to touch to the Saints. Into Miller. Looking for Iki, being marked by Horton. Iki right at that end line, tried to flick it towards the box, not heavy enough. Comes back. Gonzalez, nice little trickery there. Here's some trouble. Hartzog and Iki. Iki with enough of a touch to break up that momentum. And Bruns will knock it out to touch to Carroll. Nearing 6.5 minutes remaining in this match. Again, tomorrow evening, live at Homestead High School. The Northrop Bruins traveling to the Homestead Spartans. We will be live tomorrow evening, 6:30 p.m. Friday night, back under the lights Friday night. I will be at Northside, Lures at Northside. And then, of course, Saturday, the one we've all been waiting for, a battle of the 6A unbeatens, the Homestead Spartans and the Snyder Panthers, live from SummitCitySports.com. That's 5 o'clock kickoff on Saturday from Lucas Oil Stadium. Fosnoff with the left foot. Bruns. Nieto on a run. Has Zimmerman and Miller. And Parent. Nieto drags it. And then knocked off the ball by Jester. Nieto comes back, and that's a good play. That went out to touch off of a Carroll Charger. And they are going to switch it. It will be Carroll throw in. Gonzalez. Zimmerman came to pressure. Riley Wilson left open. Space starting to open up here in this last couple of minutes. Jacob Rude takes it out, knocks it out to touch. Icky, he'll knock it out again. Wilson with the throw. Toby Icky there. He's going to make a run. As Olsek comes over. And lots of contact, but the ball was there. Nieto. Headed out by Taylor. Still trying to make a run. Falls off. Tried to tap it to him. Not enough. Miller. He'll break the attack back. Nearing 4 minutes left and a stoppage on the clock. As it looks like the official is going to have a word with someone. Okay, we got an injured Saint player. That's Jack Miller on that far side, kind of limping off the sideline. So it will restart on the whistle. And there it goes. So back to the action. Nearing 4 minutes left in this match. Down to Icky. Icky went to wide up and rip that. Parent was in the way. Plays to Nieto. Nieto showing you some skill. Now Toby Icky. Tried to lay it back to Emerson Nieto and cleared. Jacob Rude. Nice slide tackle from Rude. Icky, Nieto. They couldn't keep it in, but Sam Michaels does. Heads it over far side. Does Anderson to Miller. Miller looking for help. Finds it Nieto. Double team comes. Nieto try to get past and does on Kinder. 3.5 minutes remaining. Miller making a run. Cuts it back. Chance and save. And that went off the field goal post. Off the field goal post. Off the touch of Eckert. That will be a cross. Or excuse me, that will be a corner for the Saints. But a great chance here as we wind down this match. Still looking at 0-0. So under 3 minutes, Nieto, right-footed out swinger. Nearly off the head of Icky. Flicked back up by Parent. Back in. Horton couldn't clear it. Zimmerman, and Zimmerman skied it. That was touched, so that will go out for a corner. Nieto will stay on that far flag for another right-footed out swinger. See if Toby Icky can get his head on this one, and that's over his head. Anderson nearly got to it. Comes back out to Nieto. He flicks it back in with a beautiful ball. Parent, he chests it down to Zimmerman. Zimmerman with the shot. And just over the crossbar. Zimmerman asking for deflection on that as well. He's not getting it. Out for a goal kick. 2:10 left in this match. A flurry of action here from Dwenger in this past couple of minutes, but still deadlock 0-0. SummitCitySports.com. Of course, Tim Atkinson calling your play-by-play. You can follow me on Twitter at TimAtkinson22. That's at TimAtkinson22. Wilson. And play just out in front of Olsek. There he is with possession. Has Wilson making a run. Instead goes opposite side. Daniel Frank on that left side now. He'll switch the left from right to left. Good give and go. Sam Michaels up for the task. Nice job to read that ball to break up that offensive play. 1:20 remaining in the match. Michaels again. He'll knock it out to touch. To Carroll. Gonzalez near that end line. Cross. Too heavy, and that will roll out to touch to the Saints. 1 minute remaining. 1 minute remaining in this match. 0-0. Can someone break this tie in the remaining minute of this contest? Majority have possession, I believe, has been with Dwenger, but chances have been pretty even. Comes down, Hartzog still with a chance. Nyrider off his line and grabs the pill for the easy grab. 35 seconds remaining in the match. Zimmerman off the head. Anderson let it fall. Tried to play it off to Zimmerman, but not heavy enough. Kind of scuffed on that pass. 20 seconds, Hartzog. Michaels came up big as Hartzog. Almost a breakaway. 8 seconds. 5 seconds. Miller needs to cross it. That will do it. 0-0 is your final live right here from Bishop Dwenger High School. Always a great environment to get back outside here at Bishop Dwenger. Beautiful Shields Field as 0-0 is our final. Majority of possession for Dwenger, just could not finish in that attacking third. For Carroll, the counters were solid and definitely opened up some spacing there in the second half, but like Dwenger, just could not figure it out in the attacking third. Whew, what a match, back and forth, lots of action we did see here tonight. Live from Bishop Dwenger High School for Chris Cochran, I am Tim Atkinson. Check us out tomorrow night live from Homestead, the Northrop Bruins, and the Homestead Spartans. Thanks for joining us here, SummitCitySports.com.